Welcome back to the D-Zone YouTube channel. I'm Adam, and in today's video, we're going to be guiding you through the exact process of changing the oil on a 4-stroke dirt bike. So here is the bike we're going to be changing the oil on today. It is a Yamaha WR250F. If you have a different 4-stroke dirt bike, this video will still apply to you. But the main difference is just going to be that you want to check your service manual because there's going to be a few little things that might be slightly different for your bike. Also, I do want to mention if you have a 2-stroke, this process will be pretty much the same but slightly different, so make sure to refer to your service manual. So now we'll go ahead and get started on the actual oil change process on the bike. The first thing you'll want to do is start up the bike for a few minutes. We already started this bike up for a few minutes, and then you'll want to let the bike just sit so where the engine is just slightly warm to the touch. This will just make the oil drain a little bit easier and help you get all the oil out of the engine. So to have the drain plugs unobstructed on this bike, we're just going to go ahead and remove this skid plate. This kind of goes without saying, but if your bike already has a skid plate, just go ahead and ignore this step. I'll just take a second to say here, this bike has a little bit of a unique oiling system. It actually takes its oil through the frame, so we're going to remove our oil cap. Normally your oil cap would be down on the crankcase. And then we have a frame drain tube that drains the oil that comes in through the fill cap. This is just an upper level drain, so there won't be much oil in here if your bike has a similar oiling system. And now that we got the oil drained out of this cap, we can go ahead and move to our actual crankcase oiling system. And this is going to be where a majority of our oil actually comes out of. And as you're draining the oil, just check the oil and make sure there's not any metal shavings or anything like that coming out. And ours look pretty good, so we're going to go ahead and remove our oil filter housing here, and this will allow us to take our filter out. This particular filter is metal, so we can actually give it a clean and reuse it. If you had a paper filter, you would want to replace your filter completely, but we'll just give it a look over and make sure there's not any metal shavings, clean it out, and then go ahead and remove all of our seals here. If you have seals on your oil filter housing, it's probably a good idea to replace these. The manufacturer recommends it. If you wanted to go an extra time without replacing them, that's probably going to be okay as well. But always a good idea to replace your seals or at least clean them off. So we're just going to go ahead, pop our new seals back in, pop our filter back in, and we can actually reassemble the oil housing. And as we're bolting down our oil housing, just want to take a second to say we're going to be coming out with a lot more quality, detailed how-to videos on how to do maintenance or even big repair jobs on your bike. So if you guys enjoyed this video or found it helpful, consider subscribing to the channel and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps us continue to make these videos. Also here, we're just going to go ahead and start installing our two main oil drain plug bolts. So our crankcase one, and then again move up to our frame bolt. Okay, so we're just going to fill the engine back up. It takes 1.6 liters of oil if you replace the filter. If you did not replace the filter, this engine takes 1.5 liters. Make sure to check your service manual if you have a different bike and did replace the filter. It'll vary how much oil you need to put in just slightly. But we'll go ahead. We're just going to use the Yamalube 10W40 oil, and I'm just going to fill up this bike 1.6 liters. So if you guys are looking to make your life a little bit easier on your oil changes, we do have oil change kits on our website that come with the right amount of oil you're going to need, and it also comes with a filter for your oil change. So I'll have those linked down below if you want to check them out. But now that we got the bike filled up all the way, we're going to go ahead and check our oil level here on the dipstick. So the camera's not focusing very well here, but the oil level was in between our two lines, so we know we're good. So we're going to go ahead and reinstall the dipstick, and that's going to be it for our oil change. Alright, so now that you got the engine all filled up with oil, you're good to actually start up the bike and make sure that it's running okay and that everything's working on it properly. If everything is good, then you're actually good to just go ahead and enjoy your bike. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. Hope you enjoyed the video, and make sure to stay tuned for future maintenance videos.